GM everyone, welcome to a quick market update. Nothing changed in the last 24 hours, but we have some medium term stuff to discuss today that's related to Bitcoin bottoms. First of all, you should understand by now that everything inside this price action and everything around you depends upon oil. Your bottom depends upon oil, your food supplies, inflation, everything depends upon oil and your geopolitical conditions, right? Oil itself depends upon geopolitical crisis. The more this piece of shit goes higher, the more you will see negative impact on your risk assets. But specifically for Bitcoin bottom, it's having some support at this specific zone, which your favorite retail gurus are calling for a bear flag, something like this or something like this. But they don't understand that this bear flag can go something like this also, right? Where they expect lower prices and then markets fuck them with great higher prices, right? So price action is everything. You need to focus on price first. Everything else you see is opinion, right? Specifically, you can see the 2022 bottom. We had straight negative fundings, straight negative 3 weeks of fundings, right? 3 weeks mean 21 days of straight negative fundings, right? Similarly, in 2021 November, I would probably say we had 7 straight weeks of negative fundings, which marked the great bottom, right? And even in 2022 at 16,000, it was a great bottom where we had straight consecutive negative fundings on weekly. I would probably say at this moment, you should give price a bit more time for it to build up some more energy and chop out as much traders as it can in this specific range before it goes higher, right? As for fundings, let it build some more weekly fundings negative. I would say probably 2 to 3 fundings daily of weekly, sorry. That would be early indication of a beginning of your bottom, right? This is gonna chop a lot of retail traders, especially those bears who are shorting, calling it a bear flag and they are targeting 30K or 38K specifically. We'll have to focus on price action very carefully on oil as well geopolitical conditions for this moment. Fundings on daily time frame, you can see we shifted bullish, which means we must have the clusters of liquidations below current price because a lot of traders on the weekend are chasing longs. And you can see the evidences on cross-sectional liquidation maps. We have some negative liquidation clusters under low current price till 64,500. This is a possible threat for the market in the very shorter term. If you see the stable coin rate of change, it's now increasing massively. This is extremely bullish for the Bitcoin in medium term. So what we discussed earlier, you have to give Bitcoin some more room to build up some more energy. Let it go above this neutral zone. This is going to send your prices higher in the medium term, right? And the retail's investor volume is low, but it must decline more till these areas negative 18% to kick as much retail traders as possible. I would probably say the DCA strategies or accumulating Bitcoin at this area with SDCA or DCA would give you great returns in the medium term. But specifically for me, I want some more confirmations before I allocate my spot positions. Still, I am holding 100% cash. Let's get into the shorter term stuff first. TAO, what the fuck this is? This looks like it has topped out. Took the liquidity at these highs, the imbalance, and started losing momentum and confirmed when filled this daily imbalance completely, right? I won't say it could possibly go higher. I won't. I will be looking for shorts, swing shorts till these areas from this specific zone, right? And you can see shorting this fucking coin on the breakdown is not a good strategy because those who short it, market pumps again. Short it and pumps again, right? Shorting the highs can give you a good RR, towards these lows, right? But specifically, I would be focusing on a swing position trade if it gets above these areas and forms a double top, right, at this specific zone. Solana, still same. You can get some scalp long opportunity at the sweep of this specific low. Nothing changed in that. Gold, I'm inside long trade gold, expecting minimum 5,000 in the medium term. And then at this specific zone on the weakness, you can short it back towards 4,600. We'll be looking its reaction at 5,000 to short or either its continuation. We'll be updating that setup at that specific time, right? So Bitcoin, we had some long setups too at this specific zone. It has a great support at 66,000, facing resistance to go lower. This is possibly a short setup if we lose 65,800 on daily time frame with a body close, and on the next day on the retest you can short it, right? That's the entry criteria for this, because you can expect something like this in the very shorter term, fills this, goes higher towards this resistance 67,000 or 68,000, and then wicks out, takes away all those long traders and fills up the cross-sectional liquidation maps, and then comes back inside your value area. That can be possible, right? So for the shorter term, for the shorter swing trade for these lows, you should rather wait for a daily close below this level and a retest of it, right? For now, I'll be focusing on this scalp long trade, which I posted inside my Twitter. Make sure to follow me there. We will long on the sweep of this value area low, and we'll be targeting the first resistance 67,200. Well, that's the very shorter term stuff. I would probably say medium term, everything looks really good. Medium term for Bitcoin, everything looks good. But for the shorter term, lower your expectations. We are going higher. We are optimistic. These are the areas where we will be targeting. But for the shorter term, it will chop a lot of traders inside this range. This will be a fuck everybody pattern. Well, I guess that's enough for today. Hold your horses, lower your expectations, and trade with proper risk management. Thanks for watching.